place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food, then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal, catch up with friends, or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.
Some fantastic games on this afternoon, and the first one is no exception. It's the local derby. The Thompson Footy Club out at the Thunderdome in front of the new John Mitchell Pavilion. And I don't know if it's going to be called the John Mitchell Pavilion or not, but we're going to give it plenty of play on that one. Don't you worry about that. They take on the East Geelong Eagles. And I'm going to start with you, Adam, being the East Geelong coach. Why are you going to win the game?
Obviously, we've got to come back hard from last week. So hardness at the footy, ball movement, we'll be pretty switched on this week and pretty much have to win. So that's the answer.
They're a pretty hard nut to crack, though, the Tommy Tigers at Thunderdome, mate.
Yeah, actually, this is my 3rd year, and I've never played out there, so we've always played them at East. But in saying that, we've beaten Tommy Tigers every time, so hopefully we'll make it 3 from 3.
Jake, Tommy Tigers or East Geelong?
Yeah, well, I'm a game man sitting next to Scrobber. We're going to have to go with Thompson. They're obviously playing pretty well at the moment, and they'll get a few numbers back from last week. Apparently, they were rested a few players, but I think they'll prove far too strong for East Geelong. They're obviously struggling a little bit at the moment.
Smithy?
East Geelong would have to improve a hell of a lot from last week, Dick, and I know Adam would probably agree with that. They had a lot of players down, and I don't suppose that forward line, well, I wouldn't think that they'd play that badly again, but again, you look at their forward line compared to Thompson's, and you've got McLeod, Wallace, Costello, and obviously the younger blokes I won't say younger blokes, but you've got the old blokes, I suppose they are. They keep going hard. Gardner and all those sort of blokes just know where to go and get football. This game will be won, I reckon, in the first quarter. I think whichever team can get a start on the board and get their game rolling fairly quickly will win the game. I'll probably have to go Thompson on what I've seen so far.
Yeah, Violet crumbles for me too. Ring Road Recreation and Reserve is on show again. The Belpost Hill Panthers, they're up against the Inverleigh Hawks, who are pretty well confident at the moment after their, well, you could call it a bit of a win over the Belmont Lions last week. Jake, Belpost still too strong at home?
Yeah, I think Inverleigh might come crashing back down to earth this week. Belpost Hill were just fantastic last week, and I think they'll just continue to improve. They played well, obviously, but I can still see improvement left in them. Obviously, the Lewis brothers obviously played pretty well in the first half, but if they're required to play a full game of football, they will, and I think it might get ugly for Inverleigh.
Scrobber?
Yeah, Belpost Hill at home. They're playing some good footy at the moment, and I think they can get over Inverleigh quite easily.
Undefeated at the moment, Smithy. Belpost still too strong?
Yeah, look, he wouldn't want to take Inverleigh lightly. As I said, none of us gave him a chance last week, and it's just disappointing to see there's nothing in the paper this week to see who they're better players with, but they'll need to make sure their forward line's kicking enough goals. But Belpost still have got those good players through that side. The only thing that probably concerned me was if Venner didn't play the second half, or a great deal of the second half last week. Whether he's got an injury, I'm not too sure, and I don't know who they'd throw in the ruck other than Justin Tarr. I know Tatey played in their seconds, but would probably need a bit more. Home side's just playing too well at the moment, though.
Yeah, Panthers from there at the Ring Road. And, of course, speaking of undefeated side, North Geelong Magpies, they take on their old adversary from the 90s, the Energy Footy Club, some great grand finals back then. North Geelong, I reckon they're going along the right, Smithy, at the moment, aren't they?
Mate, from all reports, you couldn't be more happy with them. And as I said, some clubs are favoured by the draw early in the season, but you can only go out and win games as you're allowed to, and they've done it very nicely. All reports are they're a lot fitter, Dick, well guided by Foppiani, so even the nephew, mate, they reckon he's a little pound or two lighter too, so he'll be pretty happy out there. Big job for Anarchy. As I said, they're not at the side you can take easy. They're probably one of the hardest sides in relation to love the short game, tight game, physical pressure. If they can apply enough pressure to the younger North Geelong side, they'll give themselves a chance, but again, North Geelong will probably run them off their legs.
Magpies too good, Jake?
Yeah, in a word, yeah, they will be, but...
I love it.
Yeah, you can't be but impressed by their form so far. Obviously, not many people tipped them to do very well this year, and they've started, all guns blazing. 130-point win last Friday night. That's a big result, considering the weather would have been absolutely shocking, and Friday night games never get really high scoring. But yeah, North Geelong for me.
Scrobber Frank Foppiani, when they win the game at the end of the game, or win, lose or draw, he takes them down the beach for a swim, mate. Do you want to come across and play at North Geelong next year?
No, I'll be right, thanks, mate. I prefer to slip home and get in some takeaway myself, but maybe that's the difference. They're winning, we're not. But to be honest, I think if it's wet, I think Anarchy might have a show. They love those conditions, but if it's dry, unlike last week, I think North Geelong might get the result.
Out of Victoria Park, the Bannockburn Tigers, they're also undefeated. They take on the Winchelsea Blues. Dale, can you see Winchelsea getting up?
No, I don't think so, Dick. They're a pretty strong side at the moment. As long as their injury side of things is not too bad from last week. There was a few blokes come off a little bit sore from the game, but that's expected in those conditions. You're going to get a few more knocks in a wet and cold day, and they probably hurt a little bit more during the game. Their forward line is pretty constructive up at Bannockburn. They've got a number of goal kickers week in, week out. The younger kids are all doing their job. The older blokes are providing leadership. Winchelsea, after a good first up game against Geelong West, was okay, but I think they'll find the opposition a bit too hard today.
Jake, Peter Riccardi, gee, must be awesome to have an AFL footballer playing alongside these blokes.
Yeah, I think he lifts the spirit of everyone else. Obviously, we went and saw them in round one, and you could just tell the players walked a bit higher having him in the forward line with them. And I think today against Winchelsea, I think the likes of Ben Nail and as you said, Riccardi and young Brad Furtool, I think they might have a day out, and they could all probably kick 5+ goals each if things go their way.
Adam, Bannockburn look like they are the yardstick at this stage in the footy comp.
Yeah, along with Belpost Hill, they look like they're travelling quite well.
Geelong,
and North Geelong as well, of course, Dick. No, they seem to be travelling quite well. Obviously, they haven't played some of the top teams, so Smitty seems to have done a good job with Winchelsea so far, so hopefully they can put up a good fight against Bannockburn.
And of course the big game out at the Church Street Oval again. And I've got to give the Geelong West Sporting Club a huge compliment. It was a magnificent game last Friday night. The way that it was hosted by the club, it was spectacular under lights. Even the conditions being so cold, it was a great night out there. And I certainly hope that Geelong West and the GDFL put some more games on there at night time. It was great, and a big crowd and a magnificent occasion just to be there and see all the families out there, which is just great for local footy as well. Playing at home again, Dale, do you give me any chance at all against the Werribee Centrals?
Not really, Dick. Unfortunately, they've not playing with the same passion they played with in recent years, I don't think. And now, for what reason, I'm not too sure. But I suppose to be in games is probably their biggest thing, and they're getting blown away a little bit too early in contests, which is unusual for the Geelong West side. Werribee Centrals have been pretty good. They only went down last week to Cry by a couple of points, so I would expect with blokes up forward like Kitchen, he's doing well. Verstuka's going well. The young kid Casey from their under 18 side's another good possible replacement for their forward line. So if they can keep persisting, because they've got a lot of depth with their younger blokes there, they'll be far too strong.
Jake, unusual for Werribee Centrals to get off to such a slow start. Can't see them having any problems in this one.
Yeah, they haven't obviously been winning the games they should have been, but they've been competitive in all their fixtures so far. They should win today against a struggling Geelong West, but Geelong West definitely aren't. It's not, they're playing pretty badly, but it's not through lack of effort. We went out there during the week, and yeah, Paul Messers, they're working hard, and I think they'll be competitive, but Werribee should get the job done.
In a word, Adam.
Werribee Central's good side.
Yeah, they're not bad, are they? They will bounce back, and they'll be a better side as the season goes on. Well, it's hard to believe. Another half an hour has gone past us pretty quick. We've got a fantastic match of the day this afternoon with the Belmont Lions and Cryer. Adam, thank you very much for being a special guest on the Footy Show this morning.
No worries, thanks for having me.
And all the best to you and the East Geelong Footy Club for the rest of 2009. Jake, you have a great call this afternoon.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it.
Good on you, mate. And Smithy, you have a great call as well, mate. Enjoy yourself in the box, in the new commentary box that we've got now.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad, Dick. It's just needs lacking that heater situation in the fridge, and we won't have to move.
We'll have to speak to Noel Fanning next time we see him, won't we, mate? It'll be unbelievable. Thanks again for having us on at your place on a Saturday morning. Stay tuned for Daryl Pittman and the boys in the local footy show. Coming up next, we'll see you all again next Saturday morning. Have a great afternoon at the footy. Bye for now.
The place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food. Then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal, catch up with friends or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.